When I was invited to be captain at Northwood Golf Club, I thought long and hard about the type of charity I wanted to support. Given that last year's captain Adam supported the local hospice, and with the attention of the nation very much on health matters, I decided that a national charity focused on medical research would be an ideal candidate. As my mother has Alzheimer's disease, I see the terrible effects this has on those affected firsthand. Routine tasks get harder every day, and the memories of her life become increasingly hazy, to the point that she cannot recognise her own son or remember the name of her husband. It would mean so much to me to know that we have contributed to a charity that aims to free future generations from the curse of dementia. Therefore, I am delighted and honoured to nominate Alzheimer's Research UK as this year's Captain's Charity.
Meeting Lucy and hearing about their goals and what they hope to achieve convinced me that this was the charity we should use for our charity for this year. Knowing that any funds we raise will help them to continue their research so that future generations will benefit is so worthwhile.
Hi, I'm Lucy and I'm the Regional Fundraising Officer for the West of London at Alzheimer's Research UK. Alzheimer's Research UK is the UK's leading dementia research charity dedicated to making life-changing breakthroughs in diagnosis, prevention, treatment and cure. Dementia is currently the leading cause of death in the UK, and sadly 1 in 3 people born today will die with dementia. But dementia is not an inevitable cause of ageing. It's caused by diseases such as Alzheimer's. Through the power of research, we know that diseases can be defeated. So our vision is a world free from the fear, harm and heartbreak of dementia, and our mission is to bring about the first life-changing dementia treatment by 2025. We're committed to funding the very best research to defeat dementia, informing the public and involving them in studies, and campaigning to make dementia research a national priority. People living with dementia have been disproportionately affected by the COVID-19 pandemic, with studies showing that 25% of deaths from coronavirus have been among people with dementia. Alzheimer's Research UK is facing a predicted drop in income of up to 45% as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. So we're especially grateful for your support at this time and are incredibly excited to have been chosen as Northwood Golf Club's Charity of the Year. Your support will help us fund research projects across the globe and make vital breakthroughs possible in dementia research. Our scientists have already discovered key genes, proteins and molecules behind diseases that cause dementia and are working tirelessly to find new treatments and preventions. We couldn't do any of this without the support of wonderful people like you, so thank you so much for your ongoing support and for making breakthroughs possible.
Thank you, Lucy. I'd like to introduce you now to a remarkable young man called Jordan Adams. Here is his story.
So my mum was diagnosed in 2010 with frontotemporal dementia. At the time I was 15 years of age, and it really took me some time to really take it in because I didn't have an understanding of what dementia was. And I actually remember the day quite clearly that we got told by my dad that my mum had dementia. It was the 2010 World Cup in South Africa, and England were playing against Slovenia or Slovakia in the group stage. And then my best friend's dad picked me up for school, which was strange because my dad and my mum would always be there to take me home, and he took me home. And then I remember my mum and my dad turning up a few hours later at my friend's house, and both of them crying at the front door and explaining to my best friend's parents basically that she had dementia. And it wasn't until that night that we came home and my dad took me at the age of 15, my sister 17, and my brother, who was only 9, into the front room and basically told us that my mum had about 6 years to live and that she was diagnosed with frontotemporal dementia. I tested positive for the gene which causes the frontotemporal dementia that my mum lived with, which means that I potentially will have to live with frontotemporal dementia and start to gain symptoms within the next 20 to 25 years. I think most people have this stereotypical image of somebody living with dementia who's in a care home, who's 80 plus, who forgets where they put their cup of tea. And it's really not the case. To be given the opportunity to run for Alzheimer's Research UK, with my own story obviously being so deeply connected to Alzheimer's and dementia, it's going to be a real special occasion. If you've got a place in the London Marathon, then I believe you should run for Alzheimer's Research UK, because they're such a great charity who are doing amazing work to lead to prevention of symptoms and a cure for dementia in the future.
As the London Marathon was cancelled, Jordan had to run it locally and on his own. Yet he still managed to raise over £8,000 for the charity. I'm sure you'll agree that this is an amazing young man with a very moving story. This year is extremely challenging for everyone, but I know that you, the members of Northwood Golf Club, will rise to the occasion as you do every year, and working together we can all help raise vital funds for what I hope you all agree is a truly worthy cause. Many thanks in advance for all your support.